Hey, welcome back. Today we will learn some interesting things about the moon. So let's start. According to a theory, the moon was formed 4.5 billion years ago when a planet about the same size as Mars, called Theia, collided with Earth. The impact caused debris to be ejected into space, eventually coming together to create the moon. As time passed, they cooled down. The moon doesn't have an atmosphere like Earth, so it stayed mostly the same, with lots of craters from the impact. The largest crater on the moon is called the South Pole Aitken Basin, which is about 2,500 kilometers in diameter and is one of the largest known impact structures in our solar system. The moon is roughly 384,000 kilometers away from Earth and is tidally locked to it, meaning it rotates on its axis in the same amount of time it takes to orbit the Earth. As a result, we always see the same face of the moon from Earth, and the far side or the dark side remains hidden from direct view. Recently, it was found that the moon is moving away from Earth at a rate of about 4 centimeters per year. The moon, with a diameter of roughly 3,500 kilometers, is about the same size as Australia. It's approximately one-sixth the size of Earth and therefore has only about one-sixth the gravity of Earth. So if you weigh 140 pounds on Earth, you would weigh just around 20 pounds on the moon. The surface of the moon is split into two main parts, highlands and maria. The highlands have a lot of craters and were formed over 4 billion years ago by asteroids and meteors. On the other hand, the maria regions are darker in color and are composed of basaltic rocks formed by volcanic activities about 3.8 to 4 billion years ago. The contrast between the bright and the dark regions is visible from Earth. Recently, scientists have discovered water on the moon, mainly in the form of ice in its polar regions. The presence of water is crucial for future space exploration and could provide resources for supporting human colonies or producing rocket fuel. Apollo 11 was the first mission to land humans on the moon. On July 28, 1969, astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin landed on the moon. Neil Armstrong took the historic first steps. They collected samples, conducted experiments, and safely returned to Earth, marking a significant achievement in space exploration.
Armstrong is on the moon. Neil Armstrong, 38-year-old American, standing on the surface of the moon on this July 20th, 1969.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Oh, that looks beautiful, Neil. It has a stark beauty all its own. It's like much of the high desert of the United States. It's different, but it's very pretty out here.